I am speaking today with Andrej Kalasnik, who is fighting Matej Kotez at Oktagon 70 in the Czech Republic, April 26th. That is this Saturday. Andrej, you just told me you're doing the weight cut right now. So, how has the weight cut been going, and how much weight do you cut to make the limit?
Yeah, I start from 93, but it was after the Christmas, so I'm eating a lot. So I have 93 kilos, and right now I have about 83. So already put the 10 kilograms down, and we fighting in the welterweight. So still 6 kilo I need to put down. So I hate it already. It's the same stuff. You eating the same chicken breast, and I hate it, because if I don't have the fight, I like some, fast food, some beer, and this and that. But yeah, right now it's the hardest time for me.
As you have more and more fights and more weight cuts, has the weight cut gotten easier or has it gotten kind of harder with age?
Harder with age, yeah, like you said, harder with age. And even I have in my mind that I want to try to middleweight sometimes, because this weight cut, you put so much attention in this weight cut, and sometimes you don't put attention on the fight. So maybe next fight or in few fights I will fight in middleweight, but we will see. We will see.
Well, so far you've been finding great success recently at welterweight. Two straight wins, looking for the third one this weekend. So, how has everything been going ahead of this camp besides the weight cut?
Camp was great. I was in Poland. We fight with the or spar with the guys from UFC. I have mini camp in my city, in my hometown. So some good guys, some professional MMA fighters come to my city. So preparation, yeah, of course you have some injuries, but it's every time. I don't remember the fight without the injuries. So it's like this is the fight life. It's fight life.
Absolutely. And like I said, two straight wins coming into this. So, what has been the key to your success recently, and what lessons have you taken away from your recent fights?
Yeah, the I start to enjoy more MMA. When I even had a 7 win streak, but I was like I cannot lose, and my fight sometimes was boring. So I just make this little for the points, yeah, for to win. But right now I start to enjoy the fights, enjoy the process, enjoy the fight life, and yeah, already have this win streak of 2 wins. I enjoyed the fights, enjoyed the entrance. Yeah, maybe after my son was born, I don't take the things so serious, and it's better for me.
You mentioned, maybe the fights in the past were a little boring. How important is it to you now to be an entertaining fighter? And do you think that's going to maybe get you to something like a title shot a little quicker?
Yeah, this is most important thing for me because MMA is sport, but a show business. At the end of the day, you need to put some show inside the fight or before the fight. So it's a very important thing, and I like I said, I started to enjoy it because I make the fun of me, my opponents, and stuff. So right now, I think it's more fun even for fans, and I see it from the fans, or I see in the internet that they start to like me more, and so I'm grateful for this.
Well, it's good to hear. It's always good to enjoy your work, of course. Um, Talk to me about this fight. Mate Kritesh is up next. What are you expecting to see from him on Saturday?
Yeah, he's good fighter. He fought for the title in Octagon. Yeah, he's like OG, or we are the OGs of the Octagon because we start 2018. So we know each other. We even spar together, and every time by in Octagon history or in Octagon history, we are in top 10 always. Yeah, so I think this fight should be, yeah, and I want this fight. I think it's very nice matchup for me, and people even Mate Kertész is Hungarian, but people in Czech Republic love Mate because we fight for the title, make good fights. So great matchup for me, and if I win and like in the some entertainment, if my fight will be entertaining, I think it's one fight before the title shot. So we will see.
And I was going to ask you that because since he did fight for a title, this seems like a logical next step. You beat him, and you're going to be very close to a title shot. So, are you hoping that maybe by the end of the year you're fighting for gold in Octagon?
Yes, of course, of course. It's my biggest goal, have the title. Um, I never had the title, from any other organization. Yeah, I'm the Czech national champion in freestyle wrestling, in amateur MMA, but don't have a profi title, profi belt. I don't have a belt, only the medals. So I'm hungry for a belt.
Well, going to be awesome to watch you work your way there. You mentioned obviously Czech Republic kind of blowing up with MMA right now. You had Yuri over in the UFC. You've got Octagon, who are now arguably the largest promotion in Europe. They're doing these big arena shows, not even just in Czech Republic, but in Germany as well. What has it been like to kind of be part of that?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be part of the Octagon family because like I said, already 7 years in Octagon, and sometimes I make commentary. I comment the fights, so I know all the people from the Octagon team, and it's crazy that Czech Republic is a small country, 10 million people, and we sold out the Frankfurt arena for 60,000 people. So they made a record like it's crazy that now right now I remember the Octagon house started in the small arenas, small towns, and right now we sold out all events in Germany. We had two tournaments in United Kingdom, and in the future we have some fights in Europe, or so it's for me. Yeah, right now MMA have a big hype in Europe, so I'm proud to be part of this, of course.
Well, that's great to hear. And you mentioned you've done some commentary, and I've talked to fighters who say when they do commentary, it actually makes them better fighters because they're watching more fights and they're analyzing. So, have you found a benefit in doing commentary?
Yes, yes, of course. And I'm a little bit nerdy sometimes. I love to watching the fight, make some notes, and I'm a trainer too, so I may make the trainings or the personal lessons for our guys in our gym. So yeah, it's a big benefit for me. Like I said, I a little bit autist, a little bit nerdy. So for me, it's a big benefit. I think it's different when you just go and fight. But if you have some strategy or have a lot of situation, it's big benefit.
Well, it's very cool. And also, I mean, fighting doesn't last forever. So, obviously, way off in the future, someday you retire, you can be a coach, you can do commentary. Kind of cool to have those options. Talking about the future, like you said, you are an OG in Octagon. You're one of the originals. What is your long-term goal? Is this something where you see yourself staying with Octagon? Would you ever consider a jump to the UFC, maybe after you win a title in Octagon? What's your ultimate goal?
And of course, the UFC is the dream for every fighter. At least to try, at least be there. So of course, UFC is the biggest goal. But I'm already 30 years old. So if like if in the future I will not be in the UFC, I don't care. Like for me, it's uh, I just want to make big fights, great fights, put some show in every fight. So I just like to enjoy the process and enjoy this fight life, and I don't care if it's Octagon or UFC.
Good stuff. And how did you get involved in the sport originally? So it's blowing up in the Czech Republic now, but that wasn't always the case. So how did you get into MMA initially?
Yeah, I was like starting with freestyle wrestling in our school, so I just tried some lessons because nearby our school, and I started to watch the Pride tournaments. If you remember the Pride events with Fedor, Noguera, Krokop, and I was a little kid and I was enjoyed this entrance, the crazy Japanese people. It was the biggest show in the past time. You know, it's even bigger than UFC. It was bigger than UFC, and I enjoy these pride events. And I was like, hey, I want to try something like this, but I don't even know that we have some MMA club in our city. And we have one guy that he wrestling, but do the MMA. And he take me to the gym, and in the gym I met Jiri Prochazka. We spar together, so we are good friends. And yeah, he take me just to the gym, and after saw the Yuri, after I saw his first tournament in Japan in Rising, I was he's like Yuri living my dream. Yeah, you know. So I watching this Japanese tournament, so I want to try to.
Well, that's very cool. And, Yuri has become so famous, probably obviously the most famous Czech fighter at this point. And he's got this reputation as like the samurai and kind of a little crazy. What was it like sparring with him, and what is he like behind the scenes?
You try just to stay alive, you know, in the spar. Yeah, so you try to stay alive because he hunting for you every time. Even as in sparring, you try to go a little bit like less, but he's machine, man. He's crazy. So sometimes I have some broken stuff, some broken bones after sparring with him. But he's such a good, nice guy. You know, he's such a nice guy, and we was together in middle school. He was older. He's older, so I know him a lot, and he's such a nice guy. You know, he don't make some shitty trash talk and stuff. If you call him, he's ready to help. So he's one of the biggest motivation for me because I know him personally. So he motivate me a lot.
Wow, that's wild. So you knew him in middle school,
High school.
high
Sorry.
school? Even
Yeah,
even then, small world, right? So to see
yeah.
both of you, going to big
We are from the
organizations.
same gym, from the same high school.
Very cool. I'm going to ask you one more before I let you go, Andre. Obviously, big fight on the 26th against Mate. You win there, maybe one more fight, maybe a title. But what is your prediction for this fight? Do you have a finish in mind? Do you have any idea how you think this is going to end?
I have only money on my mind, and like in this song. But yeah, I want to finish him because, like I said, I have money on my mind, and if I will finish him, I can get a bonus for the best fight of the night. It's always motivate me. I have already three of them, so yeah, money on my mind and the finish on my mind.
Love it. Mind on my money and my money on the mind. Awesome
Yeah,
reference. Andre, thank you very much for the time today. Best of luck in the fight. Octagon 70, April 26th in the Czech Republic. Looking forward to it.
yeah. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have yourself a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye.